Stuff out of the way. Yeah. Too much junk in here. Ay. Here we go. Hey guys, good morning. I hope you can hear me okay. So what I'm going to do right now is just go into the actual video itself. We go to the live. Okay, let's see if we can get in here. Yeah, come on, really? Why not let me show you? Here we go. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm going to just pay. Okay, so I know we got volume. What I want to do is share this over to my Facebook support group. Okay, let me just copy the title. I get the title copied. I just got to get the thumbs up and go to like post. Get the copy URL link and copy that into that. Just bear with me, guys, for a few minutes. Okay, we're almost there. We're getting to be pretty good pros at this pretty soon. Go to my regular group and let's see. Okay, that's showing up there. And then we go to here, regular page. Here, there, regular page. Okay, I think we're here. Show chat. There we go. Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I suppose now. Today is the May 26th, it's Sunday midday. Hope you have an amazing day. I mean, I certainly am. Hey, good morning, Consume the Goodness. How you doing? I just read your name. Yeah, so today is the 26th of May. We're having a good month. We're having a good week. We hit 1,604 subscribers this morning. I can't thank everybody enough. Okay, on the watch time hours, I was, let's see, got it written down somewhere. 2,132 watch time hours. Based on my estimation, I should hit my monetization around October, maybe a little sooner, and I should have around 2,000 subscribers by then. I've been averaging about 100 subscribers every 3 weeks, and so I must be doing something right with the YouTube channel because everybody seems to be enjoying my posts that I'll be putting up. And once we get monetized, what I want to do is I want to start at selling merchandise. That thing you can see in the back wall that my friend Kelly made me, I'm going to have somebody make me up a logo, something similar to that, and I want it in the shape of a coffee cup, and what runs Keto Café on it, and maybe a tagline underneath it that I'll have, and sell that with some merchandise and a hat, and some of my favorite quotes on the hats that I like "You're amazing" and "Peace and love" and stuff like that when I do good morning quotes. But we're having a great week and great month. Actually, I watched. This morning I'm right at 60 miles for the month. I got a few days to go. I've been feeling really good. I mean, there's only like 3 days in the whole month I didn't go out walking because it just says things I had to do, or I just didn't feel like it. And but be that as it may, we had some rain this month. I went walking in rain. I didn't care. And when it's really, really pouring out this day, we had the Shoreland Farm festivities. I still wound up at 1.5 miles walking that day, between going over there and doing some light yard sealing in the morning before it started raining out and doing some errands. And I've been walking like a frenzied fool. I just been enjoying walking. You get the plenty of fresh air. I get to talk to a lot of people and make a lot of friends along the path of my journey. And so as a result, the agenda for this month was to continue. It was get out there and move challenge, what I had for the month of May. And I achieved that. And I went above and beyond. I overachieved, and I feel really great. And, that eczema on my right side of my right leg, that all went away. I still have a little redness of a scar there, but that's all clearing up. When I'm back on track with the weight loss, I feel really, really good. I'm down 8 pounds for the month. I think it contributed to all the walking I was doing, being careful what I've been eating and cutting way back on the amounts that I've been eating. I noticed that when I'm walking, I'm sleeping a heck of a lot better. Like last night, I tried to watch the Celtics game. I did 3.5 hours of walking yesterday afternoon, and I went around some of the local cemeteries because in us, I don't know about where you guys gals live, but in our city, they flag all the grave markers for the veterans, and tomorrow we're gonna have the Memorial Day service, and so I'll be going out on location and doing a couple of videos, and I'll be putting them up on the channel, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And this morning, like I went out to 3 locations, and I did a live video from the downtown common area this morning. And just to get update, the comment project is coming along good. It should be completed sometime later on this week. And next Sunday, the firemen's, they have the June 2nd rather. They have a parade that goes around the common area, the street, Main Street, and they all go in front of the firemen's memorial, and the city council member, the mayor, and the firemen and the fire chief, some of the police department, and then some of the priests and dignitaries. They all congregate over there. They say a prayer and read off the names, and they have some of the bagpipes here. They play bagpipes in the background. They're the guys that do that. So I'm going to film that. If the studio is there filming that, that's no big deal. I have my own stuff, my own camera, and these are public events. Anybody can film that, and they all know me, and nobody would question it if the studio was there. And if the studio is not there, I may share it out with the studio. I may not share it out with the studio. I mean, I don't know, but I'm retired from the studio. I do not want to do any more studio. I do not want to do any more city stuff as far as that goes. I mean, organizations, because it's an awful lot of work. The only thing I'm doing now is just a bingo on Friday night to charity. I enjoy that. It's our night out. I can't afford to play, so Madonna plays, and once in a while I'll play when I have the money. And even when I don't, I'll still play anyways, take a chance that we may or may not win. But that should just be for a night, an enjoyable night out with socializing with friends and family. And everybody at the bingo hall, they all know who I am. And I talk to everybody. I'm on first name basis with about 90% of the people that come in there. And, the big games Friday night didn't go. We had a small crowd of 175. Everything came out right with the charity. And, it was really short-handed last night. So it was just me and another girl basically that was running the main floor there. And the volunteers that would read off the papers when we can't get to them. They get up and read off the papers, and we go in the back room and get the cash and do the cash payouts. And it's pretty much that simple. And we had a good night there all the way around. I wasn't tired at all because I had slept really good on Thursday night when I got, because they did an awful lot of walking again Thursday. It's been really good. I just enjoy walking. We got the Shrinkables playlist is going really good. I got 65 Shrinkables videos up there. I missed number 58, so I got to film one for 58 and put it for that particular date. And so we're doing Monday through Friday on the Shrinkables to the end of June. I got videos posted all the way up to the end of June right now. I got one video every day, 2 on the weekend, and each day, Saturday, Sunday, 2 different videos. And a Shrinkables recipe going Monday through Tuesday, and then in July I might start slowing that down to like 3 a week. On like Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then have other videos going in between there, because if I go back to work, I'm going to be really busy and probably tired, and I don't know. I'm really scared about this because I had a job interview, and I got another job interview coming up this Friday. They want to hire me, but the only drawback I'm having right now, any apprehension about this particular job. Okay, so what the job consists of. Okay, so when the car gets wrecked and everything like that, or if it's got a dent on the car and somebody comes in, the auto body repairman will come in and say, I need paint and I need supplies to fix the car, okay? So if it's a specific color, like a blue, you're going to match up the color with his car, and they have color codes that they go by, and then they match it up accordingly. Sometimes they might want a little fingernail file size jar. Other times they might want 1 or 2 gallons. And so my job would be to create the color that they want, make sure it matches up with their specifications. And if they can't come down to the place to pick it up, I would go bring it to them. So my only hesitation about the job is, one, my wife has that appointment on Monday, and it's every other Monday. I would have to get out of there by noontime. and I don't want to have to come back the rest of the day. It would be too hard on me to be worried about that, because sometimes the appointments run late on Monday. And if they run beyond 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't want to have to come back for half an hour. So I have to stress that to them. And if they're okay with that, then we can go with the job. Otherwise, I'll go with something else. And I talked to Betty, the one that does the bingo on Fridays, and the only problem is I told her if I take that job, I'm not going to be able to get into the bingo hall much before 5:30, 5:15. And if you're okay with that, then that's fine. But she's trying to explain to me Friday night that the bingo is not my responsibility; it's hers, because she runs the floor. She's the bingo manager, and but I feel we're all manager, we're all part of the team, and I go above and beyond what I need to do for the parish and for the for the organization. I went to school there, made my first communion there, my confirmation there. Many of my relatives, my mom and dad got married there. There's a lot of family that when lost loved ones passed away, they had the service there, and then they moved it over to the cemetery. So there's a lot of history there, and the people there are fantastic. And we all get along like two peas in a pod, and we have fun, and that's what it's all about, getting out there and having fun. Same way when I go walking and when I do street photography. I'll go like yesterday. I was 3.5 hours. I'm doing street photography, and then I was going to all these cemeteries and taking photos of the markers and stuff like that. One of them is called the Pine Grove Cemetery. It's the oldest cemetery in our city, and all the Civil War veterans are buried there. And it's quite touching seeing the Daughters of American Revolution with all markers all lined up all across their graves. And and then the flags get put out in by the Boy Scouts, or I guess there's going to be a new name for that too this coming year or next year, and volunteers that want to do all that, and they go to all the cemeteries, and they don't forget anybody, and it's quite touching when they do that. I did that one year. I didn't actually did the markers, but I took photography when I was doing the Sentinel job, and They start out like at 6:30 in the morning, and they go all day till everyone's done, and it's pretty cool. And then on Veterans Day, they go to all the cemeteries and they say a prayer. They shoot off the guns, and there's different priests in each one of those cemeteries that say something. The mayor says something, and some dignitaries and some city council members, and then they have taps, and then they do the gun salute, and then on one of the cemeteries they play the Gettysburg Address. They recite the the Gettysburg Address speech, 7 years ago type thing. Then they like reach down on each one of these monuments, and goes the guns go off, and then that's usually the final stop, and they do the Gettysburg Address, and then they convert outside of the cemetery. They march down Main Street. And then they go to the Carter Park area, and then there's a memorial dedicated to all the branches of the military with all the American flags that from the military, and each one of the markers has stones on it, and it has the names of the ones who died in all these wars. And then they give out awards, and they do the Star Spangled Banner, play taps, and the guns go off, and the mayor talks about everything he wants to talk about and everything like that. So it's quite touching and quite moving. I didn't do it last year because I just didn't feel like doing it last year. But and the other thing last year, I had my hip problem where I couldn't stand on my feet that long without the aid of a cane. And I don't need a cane anymore, which has been marvelous there. So I lost a lot of weight. And so I was counting back yesterday. I went over all my junk yesterday and stuff like that. So in the early day of 2020, I was 367 pounds, and my goal weight was 180. I never reached 180, but I did reach 200 a couple of times. And I ballooned back up to 260. So now I'm down to like 250, and I still lost 117 pounds since 2020, and I managed to keep that off. And at one point, I was off over 150 pounds, but I was down to 200 pounds. So I was like 167 pounds down at that point when I hit 200 weight loss. But Overall, I feel pretty good. My clothes are still fitting loose on me. I'm down to a 1X shirt size from being in the 6 and a size 38 from being into a size 60. So I'm doing phenomenally well. Again, no more pain in my hip and everything like that. Uh, yeah, so last night I heard a lot of commotion outside last night downstairs and not in the hallway, but outside. And I live on the fourth floor. And my wife said she saw an ambulance and some fire trucks and some firemen and policemen out there. Again, they were partying across the street. These Spanish there, and they had quite a large group of people there, and we could hear arguing all night there. And finally, it might have gotten out of control to where they had to call the cops up. But then it settled down after that. But they kept arguing for a little while longer. But I drowned it out. I tried to watch the game last night. I only made it through 2 quarters. I thought they were going to lose because they were down by almost 14 points here at a couple of times, and I didn't think they were going to come back and win. And they pulled it off towards the end there, my Celtics there, and I was like, okay, well, at least I got the Celtics there. The Bruins there, they pissed me off. And then, of course, we got the Red Sox. I call them the Red Flops because, they're not having another good year this year. They've had a lot of injuries again right off the gate. And, another year they're gone by when they're not going to go anywhere. But, I still like to watch my local sports, is what it is. But I can't thank everybody enough for supporting the channel and helping me along my journey. And I think, yeah, when I first started the YouTube channel, I didn't had no idea it was going to balloon to 1,600 people, and now this past week there, this girl by the name of Kathy Dixon, she interviewed me on Wednesday there. I'm going to see if I can't. I downloaded the video. I'm going to see if she'll let me, put it up as a video that you can watch it from my channel. But if not, I'll put the link in there on a post over there, so you could just go click on that interview. But she wanted to interview me about my journey and stuff like that, and she was a pretty cool lady. And Kathy Dixon Ministries, she's a firm believer like I am, and that sort of thing. And we had a long, good conversation talk, and it was very productive. And and then Betty Gathers, she interviewed me a couple of Wednesdays ago. I had a really fun time with her, and we chatted for almost 2 hours. And God, I didn't think I could talk for 2 hours like that. And just the two of us were just feeding off each other. We had a dandy old time, and. So I just enjoy that. I enjoy talking to people and stuff like that. I went up to the cemetery today looking for my dad's marker there. I couldn't find it. And I said, what the heck is it? I must have walked up and down the stretch there where I knew where the marker was, and I couldn't find it. Then I went all the way further to the gate, and then I walked about a half a mile just looking for it. Well, I found this marker that was pretty danged up, and I kind of recognized the years, and I didn't see his name because they had a lot of weeds up that was covering up the marker. So when I started clearing off the marker, whatever, I saw his name really faded out, and the marker just needs a good cleaning. So maybe one day this week I might go back there with an old knife that I don't want or whatever, scrape, and I'll clean it all up and plant some flowers on him for him. And so I said a prayer while I was there. My mom, she's not buried there. We had her cremated, but I did put down her ashes over there at her mother's gravesite, and all my relatives are there. I got no more aunts and uncles left now, and it's sad there because this past year we lost the last generation of that family, and it is what it is. But my wife and I were still together, and we're enjoying each other. Now, the job, if I decide to take that job, it would be Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, which are great hours at $20 an hour. I mean, they pay you every 2 weeks, which would be fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. As long as they're okay with that Monday, and if I got some other appointments that I can't get out of it or reschedule to a Monday or whatever, then they're going to have to either work with me or I'm just going to quit. But, I was talking about that with a couple of people. I hadn't worked that many hours in years. I don't know if I could step right into the lion's den and, work. I don't know. I'm apprehensive about it, but the only way I want to know is just try. And if I don't think I can handle it after a couple of weeks, I'll just say thank you, but no thank you. It's not what I thought it was. I mean, I want to be fair to them, and I want to be fair to myself. I want to know whether or not I can do it. I don't want to screw up or anything like that. The job is not that hard. You're just dealing with customers all day long. At least I don't have to deal with lottery and scratch tickets and cigarettes like when I was working at the convenience store. I hated that job. And they really ran me ragged up there when I was a store manager. I got crapped on, and I worked 60, 70 hours a week in that job, and I was only getting paid salary. I wasn't getting paid the extra for the extra hours I was working. I'll never work with salary again. Yeah, so on that Hyundai Elantra there, we ended up buying it from the dealership there. We ended up, we were leasing it for 3 years, 36 months. And I went to the dealership 2 weeks ago and I said, can we buy this car? They said, well, why do you want to buy the car? Because I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with this leasing option that we have. And the payments are just too high and my rent just went up. And when you lease a car, you never own a car. And at the end of the term lease, when you turn it in, you're responsible for any little damage on the car, scratches. They charge you for 4 brand new tires, any wear and tear on the car. And I said, no, this is unacceptable. So they ran all the numbers and they got us a really good credit. We have really good credit. And they gave us a really good interest rate at 3.5% for 72 months. But yeah, it's a little more on the that end. But it worked out good for us because they got life insurance on the car. If something happens to either one of us, the car is paid for, so either one of us don't have to worry about it. And life is good. But can I tell you? Now he called me up Tuesday. We had to go in to sign the title Tuesday. They just got the title in Friday. Rather, we get the car back on Tuesday because they gave us a Toyota's SUV for a lease car, and the thing is a piece of crap. I think it's because the lease cars, when you're leasing them, rent the cars from somebody, they run really rough, because people run them to death, yeah. So yesterday when I was at the Johnny Roll Park in Leominster taking photography, I was talking to a police officer pulled in, and he's a young cop, maybe in his 30s, and he's been on the force for about 2 or 3 years, but it's the first time I met him. We had a long conversation, and he was a really nice guy. And I was telling him about my relatives being police officers and stuff like that, and I can really relate a lot to what he was telling me yesterday and stuff like that. He was interested in my YouTube channel, but when I'm out talking and I meet new people like that, I tell them, my accomplishments and all that stuff. And then a couple of girls that came in Friday night at bingo there, one of them had the weight loss surgery. He goes, holy crowley, I forgot to ask her how much weight she lost. I know she lost a significant amount of weight. I bet she lost more than 60 pounds already because she was quite heavy. She went for at least 400 pounds or maybe a little bit less, but regardless, she had the weight loss surgery. Now, again, to remind you guys, I was going to have the weight loss surgery, but I decided against it. And, I just felt like it wasn't for me. And my mom begged me not to have it done because she had it done back in the 70s when it was fairly new. And so I just, no, I'm not going to have it done. I'm just going to trust my faith and just, hope that I can, push to get the weight off. And I've done remarkably well with my weight loss journey. The sleep apnea, the depression, the lymphedema, the eczema is almost gone now. I mean, everything's been falling into place for me, and possibility of even a job. And if that doesn't work out for me, I'm going to just go on to the next one. Now, next week, I got a quiet week next week, and I'm probably going to ease up in the walking a little bit. And I'm going to go to some of the stores like Target's, Lowe's, and those areas, and I'm going to see if they got anything for me. I did go down to Kohl's there a while back ago, but he never hired me. And then it pisses me off when I go in to see all young kids working because they don't seem to want to hire anybody our age for some reason or other. Maybe when we can do just as good as job, if not better, But I mean, these are some of the things that I've been experiencing in my weight loss journey. How you doing, Keto Granny? Yeah, so I'm just going over some things, my weekly update, thanking everybody for supporting my channel and subscribing to the channel. So we got a Shoppers playlist going on every day at noontime, except for Saturday and Sunday. I believe I have another video that played already at noontime today, and I got one video posted all the way up to the end of June. And so in case I do get that job, then I don't have to worry about I could just do videos as I get time to do them. What I'm hoping that if I get this job Monday through Friday, I'm going to try not to eat in the morning when I get up and just have my coffee and some water and stuff like that, and not eat throughout the course of my day. And then when I come home, I could do like OMAD or one meal a day and bring something for my noontime break. But I did notice that place that I may be working, they got a coffee shop right across the street, so I can go down there at noontime and grab out a coffee or something over there that's not low carb that I can have. But it's been really good. I got some ice cream videos coming up in June. I'm I'm going to make another cobbler. I did a peach cobbler one there. I'm going to do some more rhubarb strawberry cobbler. I got a ice cream video. I'm going to do a chocolate ice cream. Yeah, I could probably do a chocolate chip ice cream one too. I want to get that. I thought about getting a ice cream maker, but I don't think for me and that way might work because you get those little cups that go on those ice cream ninja things. You got to put them in the freezer overnight and you do your ice cream. You could. I haven't got one of those Vitamix blenders there. Maybe I'm going to send out for one of those on QVC and just put it over here on my little table over here and just leave it there. So whenever I want to make something, because you can make ice cream sorbets right in that thing and chopped ice and, juice. You can make, if you want juice, you can do vegetables and chop stuff, juice in there and stuff like that. And, they're good for cooking and everything. And I still want to get a standalone mixer. I haven't got one of those yet, but the problem is I live in a small apartment and we haven't got the room to put all this stuff in, so I got to be creative of what I have to work with. And another reason why I want to go back to work is so I can have more money every month to do stuff with. We're running out of cash every month. Now it was something on my next video. I'll show you what I'm talking about. My wife eats that Raisin Bran cereal. Last month, she bought a king-size family box, okay? And this month, she bought the same king-size box. It was quite significantly smaller. And then I'm looking at the two, and I said, yeah, you're right. And it was the same price. So I put the boxes side by side. One was marked 1 pound, and the other was 1.1 something pounds. And the other box was marked 2 point something pounds, the older box. So now they're giving you the same box, the same cereal, but 1.5 pounds less for the same amount of money you were paying 1 month ago. Now, tell me if you haven't been experiencing anything like that in the stores. I've been noticing a lot of stuff that we used to get. Like I don't do too much of those crackers anymore because I have to be vigilant on what I'm eating because I have a tendency to overeat, like those club crackers that I love, or the Ritz crackers. I'll look at the package, and the packages is like half the size they were before, and they're giving you less in the package and the sleeve, and the crackers are half the size. So, even on the saltines from the Biscoff, I goes that, and it's not just the Kellogg's brand. They're all doing it. It goes even on the Hellmann's mayonnaise that we love there. It's all caved in the middle there, and they're giving you half the amount they used to give you before. Because they're a new bottle design. So. A lot of that stuff now I've been making myself there. Even mayonnaise, I got a couple of videos on my channel on how to make mayonnaise. I plan on making some more mayonnaise for the summer. Well, it won't keep for the summer, but it'll keep for 2 or 3 weeks anyways there. But it's easy enough to make. Mayonnaise is just 1 egg, and it's one cup of clean avocado oil, or you use olive oil, but make sure it's a good healthy oil. And then you use a little bit of lemon and some Dijon mustard, or that yellow mustard, and a couple of other small ingredients just to taste. And it's pretty simple to make. And you take a stick blender and you put it over the egg, and less than 3 minutes later, you got some mayonnaise. And it's very. I made a bacon mayonnaise a while back ago. I think that's coming up this month or not. And then you sometimes it's like really creamy, and then after you put it in the refrigerator, it kind of like hardens up like regular mayonnaise, and it tastes really phenomenal, But you're making mayonnaise for less than $2 a thing there, and if you go buy avocado mayonnaise from the Hellmann's brand, you're going to pay over $12 for a big jar, and that's got a lot of junk in it, and it's got sugar in it, and a lot of that stuff has got hidden sugars in it. And I wasn't aware of something the other day. I was drinking one of those Gatorades, and somebody pointed out to me she didn't recognize that it was sugar in it. I didn't realize that. So you got to really be vigilant with these labels because they have a tendency of tricking us on the labels and what they put in that stuff. And I find a lot of that stuff that they stuff will be marked keto, and I'm looking at the ingredients and I say, what's keto about this? Because they changed one item, that's not keto, and even on the ice cream, I look at the Friendly's ice cream, and it's, I love Friendly's ice cream, but I'm looking at the back of it and it goes, oh my God, it's got about 20 different ingredients. So what's friendly about it other than just to taste good? That's the reason why it tastes good, because it's got processed sugar in it and all that other junk in it. So when I make a strawberry ice cream, I only put heavy whipping cream. Well, you can use heavy whipping cream, but I put heavy cream in it, about a cup, 3 or 4 medium-sized strawberries, and I crush them up a little bit. And I use some of that erythritol, the sugar-free stuff, and I put it all in a blender with a little bit of strawberry extract and the red food coloring, just a couple little drops to give it that authentic look. And then I add back some strawberries, and I put it in my little Ninja blender bullet. And then I put it in some of these ice cream containers that I purchased off of Amazon. And I usually get 2 containers out of something like that when I make that. And those go in the freezer overnight, and it tastes really, really good. But I've been going on a lot of YouTube channels like All I Dream About Food, and Carolyn. She's got a lot of great ice cream videos and stuff like that. And low-carb recipe with Jennifer, the Keto Twins, and the list goes on and on. Now, tonight we play game night with Anne Marie. So if you guys and gals aren't doing anything, check her channel out. And she's only doing 1 game night a week because, you get burnt out from all this stuff after a while, and I get it because I was that way a couple of months ago. I got frustrated to a point where I was just going to delete all my channels. But, I'm keeping this one open. The other ones I may delete, I'm not sure, but I don't really have anything on the other channels to worry about. I was going to do a Shrinkables channel there, but I decided not to now because it's a tremendous amount of responsibility and work if you got a YouTube channel and you want to go with the flow and try to get everything all, where it should be as far as, a level where people want to come back and keep watching your videos like today. And, again, watch time hours, we're getting up there, and I'm suspecting around October that we're going to be monetized. And once we get monetized, we're going to start having giveaways. And I'm going to probably do cash giveaways, like gift cards to Amazon, maybe Kohl's or some of those type of stores. Maybe you do a $10, $15, $25 gift cards once in a while, but there'll be gift cards and Walmart's, even whatever your favorites. So I'll probably give you guys a choice of what, when I do like how many videos do I have on my channel or something like that. And the first one that makes a guess of how many I have there, then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get to that point. But I don't know if I have much more else to say. I can say I read a lot up enough. But anyways, if you're a veteran, thank you so much for your service. And my prayers and to everybody that served in this country of ours and the lost ones that have passed away. And, I keep encouraging people to just hang on one day because the economy and everything, there'll be one day when it happens, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And we'll just leave it at that. But hoping for the best. Hey, LB, and God bless everybody too. Hi, Creative Beauty. I can stay on a little bit longer there because I just know some more people coming in. Hoping everybody have an amazing day. Yeah, I was just explaining to everybody about how the channel now finally hit over 1,600 subscribers, and it's going phenomenally well. And I can't thank everybody enough. My cat update. I posted it. It was just funny the other day. I was cooking and some meow. I said, "What the heck is he meowing about?" He sees bugs. You got these little mayflies. Sometimes they'll sneak into the house or whatever, and they'll be flying around. And he's chasing them back and forth from the window to the next, and he cries because he can't get the damn stinking bug. And I said, "Well, I can't help you there." So he's over there in front of my lazy boy chair, and he looks up at me like this, and he's getting ready to pounce up on the chair. But it was just funny how he just came up to me, and then he took off like a bat out of hell. But I got that video showing on a short little video there. I posted it yesterday. It's already got like 800 views on it, but it's only like 30 seconds there. But, even little videos like that, if you're running a YouTube channel there, you'd be surprised what people like to watch. I was really amazed because I got videos where I've gone, fishing, and so I'll go walking to a reservoir or something, or a nice waterfall, and then just take some little video clip and just, cut it down to for a short, something like that, and put it up on the channel and see what happens. And that people like that stuff. You'd be surprised, And again, my Celtics won last night. I'm happy that they only need one more game to get to the finals so I can get another hat. And I found the hat yesterday. I went yard sailing at a flea market. And my friend Kelly, she was busting my chop, and I found a brand new Celtics hat for $5 at the flea market. And she said, "I hope you didn't find any fleas in it." And it's just she's a sweetheart. She's always cracking me up, but she's every time I make one little mistake or I spell it wrong, she corrects me, but it's a little bit of sarcasm. You know what I mean? I says, well, I never got an A for grammar and spelling. You know, if I spell here HEAR and it's supposed to be HERE, I mean, she looks for little mistakes like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she used to be a school teacher, a grammar school teacher. And I says, her and I would have been seeing eye to eye if I would have went to school with her, because I probably would have gotten all C's and D's, you know, because I never did good with grammar anyways, you know, and my spelling even stinks even worse, you know, but I do the best I can. Sometimes when I'm typing, I'll accidentally type in a L when it should be a K, and I'm looking at the keyboard and stuff like that, you know. But, you know, I'm having an amazing month. I'm down 8 pounds. I feel really, really good. The clothes are fitting really loose again. I'm probably going to go back out to one of the cemeteries because it's just bothering me because I can't find my Uncle Robert's gravesite. You know, I went around 3 times looking for it where I thought it was. And I'm going to call it I got one aunt actually, you know, on that side. And she's 82 years old now. And I know she put flowers on the grave yesterday. I'm going to go up there and see if she'll take some company this afternoon. Maybe she can go down to the gravesite with me, or show me a photograph where it is, and I can recognize it by the photograph, because I'm going to be there tomorrow. So tomorrow, be watching for some video. I may do some live videos while I'm out on location at some of these locations tomorrow. The parade video, I got this right here. This is the Canon camera there that I use a little bit, and I'm going to be filming the parade with this, and I'll edit out the video. And because my phone camera, that only lasts a few hours depending on how much I use. I got an expensive Canon M50 Canon. I spent about almost $2,000 for it between that and the lenses that I have. And tell you the truth, I like using the mobile camera better. The mobile camera, it makes it so easy. You just hold it up in your hand, you're good to go. I got an editing program right on the camera. I edit the photographs and then I put them up on social media, you know. But and I don't have to use Adobe Photoshop, you know. So those programs are expensive. How I edit all my videos, I edit them out on a program called Wondershare or Filmora 12. You know, it costs me less than $20 a month there, and I get all the special effects. I can zip through a bit. Like this morning, I did quintillas for breakfast. I did a low-carb tortilla with 2 eggs. I whisked the eggs. I laid them on the frying pan on low heat. Added some cheese on the top after they firmed up a little while. Put the in the tortilla. I bought some mission wrap tortillas that were 1 carb each. I laid down on the top, and then I let it go for about a minute or two, and then I flipped it on the side and let that go for a minute or two, and then I folded it over, and then I did a minute or two on each side until it was nice and golden brown crust, and then I cut it up like little triangular shapes, and I had some sausage with that this morning, and that was my breakfast this morning. That was really, really good. I got that on the channel there. That'll be playing next month. And I'm going to make a series of videos with using those for pizza, like pizza roll-ups and stuff like that. And yeah, and then I don't think we got anything else going on for today other than just doing some, maybe go visit one of my relatives today. And maybe I think she might want to go shopping at Target, in one of those stores today. But anyways, you guys have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. Have a safe weekend. And again, if you're a veteran, thank you so much for serving that country. And talk to you on the next video. And thank you, Butterfly, for coming in. And we'll see you all tonight on Anne-Marie's game night. And have a great day. And I may one day this week, while I got some time, do a live video in the morning, do a cooking video for you guys to show you how I put together a Shrinkables, one of my Shrinkables that I made before that's already playing. Maybe I'll do a BLT one. We have some leftover bacon and some tomato and stuff like that from today, and I'll probably do it on the Shrinkables for you guys and show you how to make that and what you could, and give you some ideas about, bounce off some ideas what you can make with Shrinkables. And the possibilities with Shrinkables are endless, and they're really good for you for low carb weight loss, by the way. But anyways, have an amazing day. Love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And have an amazing day. Bye.